Greetings everyone, this is me, Zara Bazak. Just checking the sound. Greetings everyone, this is me. Okay. So, quite shocked at this, but I don't know why the Muslims, the Shias, didn't see this. The Prophet Muhammad, how he's cleaned up Makkah and killed the polytheists. What kind of scheming strategy you used to do this? So, in conclusion, I've come back on this. I was distracted in my previous live stream, so that's why I had to do a new video live stream on this. So there are people here. It says there's someone who deceives another. Now I had searched out all these ayats to go one by one to them after having explained the ayat in Surah Azab 13. But there were some distractions, and in the beginning I thought I couldn't go on. I wonder why the Shias also would miss this. I mean, having gone through what as a Shia, what the Shias had told us, religious scholars and all, how true, how honest they are, and that the enemies of Ahl al-Bayt still around. Every day it's Karbala. No, sorry, every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. How we were told this, and what I find is to the contrary. Actually, Prophet Muhammad was an enemy. Using Allah, he was a false prophet. He was a Dajjal of his time. So, Antichrist, or what do they call that? In Abrahamic religions, there's a Messiah and there's an anti-Messiah, evil man, the greatest evil ever. In the end times, he will come. So on this, I'm just searching if I can find now the ayats here. Those who deceive, there's someone who deceives, can't find it, so I'll have to search for it. Deceives. Oh God. Deceives Allah and the believers. So let me see if I can come to another breakthrough or something. Many will be saved, and only a few will go to that hell that he has made. They say, what you make for others, you go into it yourself. Through the mind or whatever it is. Like it said in this Quran ayat, Surah Baqarah ayat 9. They would deceive God and those who have attained to faith, the while they deceive none but themselves and perceive it not. Right? They deceive themselves. They fool only themselves and do not even realize it. So it's really like a mastermind of his time. And then his progeny also from his blood. Fatima and all that. So, some sometimes here in this live stream now, I'll be sharing my views, my personal views on my feelings on this. It's been really shocking to see this up till now. So, oh my God, this is it's really shuddering. I cannot take hypocrites like I could say to those who remain behind of the Baduans. You will be called to face a people of great military might. You may fight them, or they will submit. So if you obey, Allah will give you a good reward. Okay, so trying to also, oh God, so this, I took this ayah, then tried to examine ayah 33, Surah 33, ayah 13, and when a party of them said, O people of Yathrib, there is no stand possible for you against the enemy attack. Therefore, go back. So, like, I'm questioning the tafsir people who say this is about something else, some other time. The Muslims with Prophet Muhammad or something, who were hypocrites, and they paid heed to these hypocrites who were calling them saved. Wouldn't it be after Surah Fatah that I just read out that you will be called to face such an army for these Yathrib people? How could they miss that? How could the Muslims miss this? There is no stand possible. So how you put it that these were also hypocrites, and they were telling these hypocrites who heard and believed in these hypocrites, warning them that there's no stand for you. So therefore go back. And a band of them asked for permission of the Prophet, saying, truly our homes lie open, and they lay not open, they but wish to flee. Right? They but wish to flee. So all the tafsirs, sorry, it doesn't, our houses are exposed. I can't take it. So I'm just going to spare myself from these tafsirs for now. But that I just have to tell you that I don't agree to the tafsirs, and you can read what the tafsirs say. So with this crippled, because I can't take it anymore, against them. So I'll just show you my research, what I think from the Quran ayats, that these were those poor Yathrib people who were called to fight, face an army, maybe they'll submit or not, and all this. So the polytheists were warning them that, oh, you have no place to stand, therefore go back. This is my inference from the Quranites. These were not hypocrites warning the men of Yathrib, right? I mean, Prophet Muhammad had a lot of enmity. Now it's buffering. Yeah, so now it's buffering. It's buffering. Someone has some control here of my. Yeah, so like this is my research. People Muslims might come here and blame me, right? That I'm making up stories and all this. But since I cannot rely on the Quran only ayats that, gulp it like it's true, no, I cannot do that anymore. It's false. It's a book that is not true. It has many errors, omissions, contradictions. So now I have to make my own, from my own, how do you say, inference. Like, I ask you, these men of Yathrib, to him, and was fighting, Salman maybe was there, and these people were deserted. These, Prophet Muhammad says, all were deserted. As bad as my, and it's also buffering a lot. Okay, it's buffering now, right? So now I'm not prepared for this. I'm tired. I'm getting attacks, molestations, and all this. But I will go on, ignoring the jinn attacking me here, right? So my performance may be low. I apologize. Uh, I wish I was with good friends in London, level-headed. It's a lot of a challenge. Some people are really cold, no support. Behold, a party among them said. But I wonder why, even when there's a slight support, I don't know whether anyone really. Why, if as a Shia I can see that my Shias have made a mistake and been wrong in defending a false prophet. So I had to do my research. And now I can't rely on every other hadith, even the Shia or the Sunni. So you know how difficult it is for me? Then people come here to try to, what do you call that? Make me wrong. Behold, a party among them said, "Ye men of Yathrib, you cannot stand the attack." Could it be at the time of when Surah Fatah and Ahlul Ali was against? These were not those Muslims fighting with, hypocrites fighting with Ahlul Bayt and Prophet, as in the Shia multilingual Quran it says. So can you, who will have that, So I need an ex-Muslim, true ex-Muslim, who I've tried to see who could help me here. Oh God, distraction. Okay, they're making these sounds. Okay. Okay, so who will help me? I haven't found anyone reaching out to me who is true ex-Muslim who can help me with this. A party among them said, I think they were telling these men of Yathrib who were asked to face an army Surah Fatah. And definitely then later on in Surah Hashar you can see that these Yathrib people were expelled. Bani Qurayza tribe was wiped out by Prophet Muhammad. Only the women, Safiya bint Uway, got married, he raped her. Then the Bani Nadir tribe he also wiped out. Jawaria and all that, right? So wouldn't this Surah Azab verse 13 apply to this, where the polities are saying to them from Makkah, like what, this voice is coming, you have, oh men of Yathrib, you have no place to stand. Those who remain behind of the Bedouins will say to you, our properties and our families occupied us. So ask forgiveness for us, right? Then we come to that ayat. Where is it? 16. Since they're called hypocrites and whatnot, blame is put on them, all this I've explained shown in my previous live streams. Say to those who remain behind of the Bedouins, you will be called to face a people of great military might. You may fight them or they will submit. So if you obey, Allah will give you a good reward. Meaning Allah and the Messenger. Right? So I think this is the time when they were actually being what He made Allah tell them this happened, and so that's this. So sad. What happened? That's Surah Azab Ayat 13. What is here? What? Okay, this is what other ayat? What's in Surah Anfal? Please bear with me. 33. But Allah would not punish them while you, O Muhammad, are among them. And Allah would not punish them while they seek forgiveness. Oh my God. This makes me sick. So, sorry, I think the shock. Hello. Oh God. You see this? But Allah would not punish them. Even these people who are told, we are told here in the ayat, who affected, who schemed against you to take you captive or kill you or drive you away from Makkah, the polities of Makkah. You have, oh God, again this chicken wing Steve has come here. You have red hair? No, I don't have red hair. So, chicken wing Steve, I don't have red hair. Why are you not seeing what your prophet has done? Why are you like this? Chicken wing Steve? What this prophet has done and his evil progeny. Right? And when our verses are recited to them, they say we have heard. But then why does he punish the Bedouins? He has changed the Arabic world for the better and made them far from evil. Alhamdulillah. Really? I don't think so. I think you are very near to evil. Although you don't get angry like me and abuse like me, but I think that you are cold-hearted, you know. Look at Arabia before and after Islam. Well, what? The transformation is beautiful. No, it's not. It's terrible to live in an... what about Pakistan? Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Oh my God, what about Saudi Arabia when they were killing people? No more human trafficking? No, but you can have laundries. Less murders than... who? Which country are you talking about? The Saudi Arabia had so many what do you call that, punishments. You know, no more. Look at Afghanistan. What is the plight of Afghanistan? Active worship. No more slaves. No, no, slaves should be there. They're slave girls. Islam, I think uh, the Arab mind is very like limited. Like we can't breathe in Arabia. I wouldn't even want to go to Saudi Arabia unless it was for Hajj or something. But most of the Arabs go to London, Europe side, America for vacations. The rich Arabs go there. Nothing what you've said is compared to that great America, United States of America, uh, Europe side. Ooh, beautiful people. You know, I'm so scared to come to go to United Arab Emirates. Or even Saudi Arabia or Iran, the hijab thing. I wouldn't even go to Iran for pilgrimages alone. My father would not let me, he allowed me to go to London alone for higher studies because he trusts the Britishers. We've lived there in childhood 3 years. He used to leave us, be very happy, very, kind of peaceful about us. But leaving us in Pakistan, he used to say, I'm not at all, I'm so like worried for you people. You know the amount of, what about this? No, the slave girls, laundhias your Prophet Muhammad had, muttahs, and what your right hands possess. What active worship? It's just showing off, going to mosques and all that. Jesus Christ says only those who they show off. No, there's no propaganda or anything. You see what happened in UAE with Nooria Khan. Her husband was beating her up. What do you call it? Battered wife. No, I'm just saying the Christians are much, much better than Muslims. Muslims are like constipated, or, like they're very. The Prophet never hit a woman in his life. Well, of course he did. He hit Aisha. He boxed her, punched her on her chest. And there's an ayat for hitting wives, women, if they disobey a husband. You see, your Prophet was such an evil man. Now, nope. If you're saying it doesn't make us, I have evidence. I know that ayat, but the Prophet never hit a woman. He did. He hit Aisha. Anyways, you are a distractor. You don't want to hear about the evil things Ahl Bayt, the Imams have done. I think you're a Shia by heart. So, okay, you may say no. So you are denying the Sunni Hadith. That means you're a Shia. So this evil woman, Fatima, that's why it's very good that Abu Bakr confiscated. But I'm with that polytheist Abu Bakr. Confiscated. She was so greedy. They took Fadak. Yeah, saying doesn't matter. Are you Quran? What are you? This Fadak was a village with fertile land in an oasis near Yathrib, not Medina. Medina was not Prophet Muhammad's city. I don't know. But look at this, look at this. I'm not on that now. So don't drag me into other things. Keep to the topic for now. Evil Ahlul Bayt. I tell you, I've never seen an evil family like Prophet Muhammad's family. And how they turned it around. So, sorry, I can't talk to you. I thought I would leave this open, but it should be a monologue. I should now put this off because I'm getting very unruly, unreasonable. Nothing. You are just denying the hadith which is there. Aisha says, and even a Shia spoke about it on YouTube. Aisha said, Prophet Muhammad went out, I followed him. Arabia after Islam, brotherhood worship. Even Arabia, UAE has banned the brotherhood. Spring, Arab Spring, unconditional love and respect. For whom? No, look at this evil family. This Fatima was so, like so these Yathrib people, they take over Fadak by Muslims in 6 to 9 CE was peaceful, and a share of it was peaceful. He was, this is where he was, you know, a caravan robber, robbing caravans of Abu Sufyan and the Makkan polities. How could it be peaceful? Fadak was confiscated from his daughter Fatima and administered as public property. Despite her objections, Fadak later changed hands many times as a five Jewish Khaybar. Sorry, you're not listening to, so I'm going to avoid you for now, time you out, okay? You're not listening to this. It's junk, whatever is coming from you. You are a waste of time. We have serious people here. I want serious people who use reason, who accept the hadiths which are in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, and all this. Can't accept liars here who deny things from their own books. Jewish Khaybar. In the 7th century, Khaybar oasis was inhabited by Jewish tribes who made their living growing date palm trees. So sorry, Arabs, date palm trees do not come from Prophet Muhammad. They come from the Jews. Since, every Arab Muslim likes dates, a lot of dates here in the desert, palm trees and all. The Jewish were the first who used to grow date palm trees. And you Muslims cut them down, their date palm trees. On what excuse? To get to their fortresses and homes. Right? Good evening. A very good evening to you. Welcome here. Sorry, I can't read your name. And so it was inhabited by Jewish tribes who made their living growing date palm trees. The oasis was divided into 3 regions, namely Al-Natat, Al-Sheikh, and Al-Khatiba, probably separated by natural diversions. What a desert it was. They made trees in the desert, date palm trees, lava drifts, and swamps. Each of these regions contained several fortresses. Oh, beautiful. And look what lifetime of Muhammad. He took all the money from Khadija. She was a pagan Arab princess. They don't even mention that she worships any god. After that, he put his wives in hijab, covering, make them go backward. After the success of Muslims in the Battle of Khyber in 628, the Jewish inhabitants of Fadak pleaded for a peace treaty. For half of their properties. In exchange for half of their properties. Look what he's done to them. He's pushed them to this. He's torn them apart. And only evil people thrive on success after having trampled on others. Nowadays we have that, but not nowadays. Here we have this. Nowadays the example is there. Good people are trampled upon. Successful. The strong never fall. Desiree's song. Since I don't have words, thank God for Desiree's song, Kissing You, the proud never fall. After the success of Muslims in the Battle of Khyber, my goodness. The Jewish inhabitants of Fadak pleaded for a peace treaty in exchange for half of their properties. So if you're going to say that the polytheists and the Jewish were after Prophet Muhammad, and so he had to make them plead. He defeated them in the Battle of Khyber. Ali, Prophet's cousin, destroyed them because they were fighting all the time with Prophet Muhammad. Unlike Khyber, Fadak was acquired peacefully. He's come now in. This is like the polytheist said, right? Allah gave them good, but since Prophet Muhammad came, it was bad, and that ayat is there. And also for the Jews, the moment he set foot in Yathrib, there also he's destroyed them, killed them, made them plead for a peace treaty in exchange for half of their properties. Which I don't know why, and even the daughter of Khadija, Fatima, and him, rich woman that she was before Islam, before the advent of Islam, he was working for her. Look at how the pagan Arab women were. Successful business women. They were sometimes better than the men in businesses. They weren't princesses because their fathers or their husbands were princesses. They were princesses because they were self-made princesses. Or they were with their father, hand, shoulder to shoulder in business. So if the Arabs have learned now, the women in Arabia, it's from the pagan side. Otherwise, the women are supposed to be sitting in their houses if you are wives, women of Prophet Muhammad. All this he took. Share of Fadak to Fatima. This is sick. There is some evidence that Muhammad gifted his share of Fadak to Fatima in Medina when verse 17, Surah 17, verse 26, Ayat 26 was revealed. Yeah, and her agents managed the property when Muhammad was alive. Yeah. Give it to your daughter. But you men did not work for it, so you don't. All this goes to Prophet Muhammad and his daughter, and we were told. So now we were told that if Fatima had this fadak, she would distribute it amongst the poor, the wayfarer, the one who comes for pilgrimage. And the polytheists, you are not to maintain this Masjid al-Haram or give water. Do you think it's equal? And who are you to maintain Masjid al-Haram? Wow, this is really amazing, right? We have Muslims who come here blindly telling me things. It's a killer. Confiscation of Fada. Thank God Abu Bakr confiscated it. Because, remember the polytheists had pledged the Yathrib people that if enemies would attack us, we would help each other, defend each other. They had an alliance. Oh, Banu Hashim. It's like those dark nights where I feel so defeated. Take everything. Take God, even our Allah. Take their Allah. Yeah. There was a time when I said, okay, kill me, come, arrest me, kill me. I'm a Shia, or, I've done wrong to you. Yeah. Khushi, maybe you'll be happy. But what happened to you? Oh my God. I was like, oh. How long? Well, I can't breathe. Oh my God, my chest, my this, my that. And non-stop, unstoppable zulm on me. Wickedness. Medina to cousin Ali and his uncle Abbas. So, inheritance policy by turning over Muhammad's small estate in Medina. Umar also altered Abu Bakr's inheritance policy by turning over Muhammad's small estate in Medina to his cousin Ali and his uncle Abbas. Fadak, however, remained under the control of Umar, though it was reportedly administered by Ali and Abbas. The third Caliph Uthman also kept Fadak, though it is likely that he did not treat the land as a charitable property anymore, but instead awarded it to two of his cousins, namely Marwan and his brother, Ex-Shia, if I've pronounced his name properly. If not, I apologize, differs here, writing that it was Muawiyah who gifted Fadak to Marwan, who in turn gave it to his sons later. Madlang challenges our view. I mean, how the minds go, right? Some Shias wouldn't want me to do this. Even now, unbelievable prejudice, bias. It's really heartbreaking, and it's like a killer. Like it would want me to, if I read this, and I know what I know as a Shia, when I was a Shia, it's like we don't stand a chance. So कतरा कतरा जैसे पानी दरिया बनता है, each drop of water becomes an ocean. I feel so defeated. It's like, a rapist. He's become a cult leader. He's become a religious leader. Please be very careful. Any cult leader or religious leader says, if you talk against me, I will punish you or kill you, means that's not a true religion. Okay? It really shouldn't be a true religion. A religious leader is subject to public investigation, probe, finding out, or even criticism. And he should be accountable. He should appear in court if there's someone who has something against them. If he feels that he's right and they are wrong, he doesn't need to go out of his way to tell them that, okay, we'll go to court and take this thing to court now in in this modern times. And then also at the time of Prophet Muhammad, they should have had a neutral court or something. But these religions, they can't stand a test of time. Which neutral court would they have? This Muhammad, he had absolute power. He used Allah like no believer could go against him, obey Allah. It's just equal to obeying Allah. I don't think this is right. It seems that also through, like for example, the wife, Surah Tahrim ayat, then him being stopped from marrying by God, favoring. So now he went against, no, they say that, how can I say this? Like, it somehow is showing in Surah Nur and the tafsirs that he set it up, saying that it was people from you, among you, believers, hypocrites, among Muslims, sorry. And how is he to protect Medina when he couldn't even protect Aisha at that time from the rumors? Revelations came after 30 days. Right? Oh my God. I think this religion is like for the ego, a very good thing. It's like an addiction. And how this evil Ahlul Bayt, progeny of Prophet Muhammad, Hussein, turned it around, making it seem that he's the he's the pillar, he's the zenith of sacrifice. Sacrifice even comes and salutes him, comes down to salute him, maybe even goes down on his feet. sometimes I want to give up. I say, okay, just let it be. I don't want to go. This is terrible. It's like horror. People are not I think very few people are here to live for the truth, for justice, even if it be against themselves. True people have gone. Very few, right? I don't know how many are there. But salutations to those out there who are true. Maybe they would not use social media. I advise them. I wish they would come up on social media. We need you. There's a quote from a Westerner or someone that if good people stay away, you're not doing that duty. Keep quiet and stay away. What will happen if? Now, see, I have to complete the sentence. Otherwise, there's an omission in my sentence. So, what's the quote, right? I have to search for it. I forgot. The full quote. What happens if good people stay away? Oh my God, this is so. ए जिंदगी तुम्हें क्या नाम दूं मैं, क्या नाम है तेरा? Oh life, what is your name? What name shall I give you? I feel like throwing up. Like LL Bait used to, like they used to tell us, music is haram. Even if it's a great song, masterpiece. You don't know who the person behind it is. Maybe they're drinking, or if you give them money, what will they do with that money? It's haram, forbidden to buy their music. Holding like concerts, making people. So all this, we got really brainwashed into this religion, thinking that no indecency and this and that, the heights of etiquettes. Sadhguru said something that really made sense here. Look, don't go for what is morally right. Choose compassion rather than what is morally right and morally wrong, and like that. Thank God for Sadhguru's help on that. I just took it from him and I'm using it here without asking him. Oh, goodness, how it's turned around. He killed the people of Yathrib, expelling them, Suryasharayat, breaking their homes. But there are very good ayats also. And they will not fight you but behind ramparts. So those who they keep shocking me, they keep coming. Like, can you believe it? If when I started my research, when I was when I even looked at this, and even the Satan, Shaitan, it wasn't making sense. So I would say, okay, leave it. Just go to Imam Hussein. Maybe later on come back to it. Like, what is this? How can Shaitan go against that Azim Hasti, that God, Supreme God? Is he stupid? I don't think even God should have allowed him any free will. And angels, anyways, don't have free will. So is God being unjust to the angels by not giving them free will? If you say no, free will, human beings should be given, God gave it to human beings, but didn't give it to animals, nature, angels, and then how come? Then we're told Shaitan is a jinn from fire, made of fire, right? And he had the free will. And even we're told in the Quran that the angels remonstrated to God. That why are you making? How could they even question him? How could the angels question him? Okay, so that part I really like. Could understand, and I don't know, like even now. But let's go to the very clear ayats, which show that he's a tyrant of his like 1400 years. I hope we don't get, if, excuse me, if some Imam Mahdi comes. And how beautified this is. Please choose. Don't choose Parda. Don't choose Islam. Okay? I think I would choose, if I wasn't conditioned and the society is like this, the men, Muslim men and all, but not Europeans. I think I would go out in Europe. I think I would, summertime I'd wear shorts and all this. It's better. Don't wear parda. Please. Inside it's very, very dirty in this Quran ayat. What kind of a God is this? That doesn't even know how to write. Huh? Hello? And protruded breasts. What kind of... And then the stark difference in Karbala. Imam Zain al-Abidin telling his women, don't cry loud, like, don't wail loudly. My women, I can't hear you because the enemy side is hearing you. My auntie, like, he's so protective about his auntie Zainab, and her voice should not come out. And you're not allowed to go out of the khayma. Only Ali Asghar's mother, when Imam Hussein took Ali Asghar, only then the khayma's curtain was, like moved, opened. That lady was behind the curtain. But let them who find not the means for marriage abstain from, sexual relations until Allah enriches them from His bounty. And those who seek a contract for eventual emancipation from among whom your right hands possess, then make a contract with them. If you know there is within them goodness, and give them from the wealth of Allah, which He has given you. Wealth. And do not compel your slave girls. Now these are What kind of slave girls are there? What your right hands possess? Hmm? Let me just get the word. Fatayatikum. Your slave girls, not even maids, compel and do not compel your slave girls the prostitution. if in if they desire chastity. So if they don't, if they don't desire chastity, then it's not even compulsion. So what would be haram in Islam? Compelling slave girls into prostitution. And if not compelling slave girls into prostitution would be okay, right? Allowed in Islam. Because it says here, do not compel your slave girls to prostitution if, you see, if they desire chastity. Here Allah knows how to complete his sentence. Phrase here, there's no omission. That they may seek temporary gain of the life of the world. And whoever compels them, then indeed Allah, after their compulsion, I think, of forgiving, most merciful. Like to whom? Forgiving to whom? Hmm? Yes, merciful, yes. Like Allah has put in Surah Azab, ayat 4. There's no blame on you, or 5, in which you've made a mistake. So Allah should say here, there's no blame on you for your compulsion, but forgiving. This is like, I would crack up. First, I got very, very shocked. I kept it to myself in my school days. And I've always been like searching, is Karbala true? Is Karbala true? Like what? Actually, in the book, I don't get Bibi Sughra that Imam Hussain left behind and all the details and all this. God knows. Maybe we thought it was coming from the spirit of Imam Zain al-Abidin or something about Bibi Sughra, the daughter Fatima Sughra, who he left behind in Medina. Medina, Yathrib. So these people snatched away everything of theirs. These people did, these Prophet Muhammad, and what? They come up so good, looking so good, true. So this is when I was a Shia a long time ago in my school days. I had a problem with this ayat and Surah Azab. Oh, so if they desire chastity, but when I looked at this, like, and there's no, like you go to another, like Surah Nur ayat, and there's something for zina and fornication and adultery. But like, can you give them a, so who, like, forgiving? Please. You know the pagan Arabs who became Muslims, who were doing things before, but then the ruling came of Islam that you're supposed, they changed all that, their nonsense as we are told in the tafsirs and all this thing. Okay? And terrible practices, vulgar practices. So, but since you did it in the past and the law Islam had not come, It's, it, you know, you made a mistake, that's okay. Overlooked. Like in Surah Azab, Ayat 5 says, forgiving and merciful. Seems like these forgiving and merciful. No, wait a minute. And maybe the Arabic, I don't know what the Shias would say, that God will. So this means to these slave girls. But Shias, even if you take the Arabic style, do not force your slave girls into prostitution when they themselves wish to remain honorable. Wish to remain honorable, right? But what if they don't wish to remain honorable? Then it wouldn't be compulsion. Then it would be the wish to prostitute themselves. Then allow them. Oh, so this is terrible. And merciful, much merciful to them. Allah will be most pardoning. Who do you pardon? After their subjection to such compulsion. No, you do not pardon. But this is the way Allah puts it for. I didn't know this Quran is such a terrible. I mean, for Prophet Muhammad also, Allah is most forgiving, merciful. You broke oaths, Allah is most forgiving, merciful. Maybe you can rape, do anything you like. Oh no, you can't do zina. You can't fornicate, you can't steal. Your hands will be cut off. And you'll be lashed. What do you call that? I always forget that Quran English word also. Whipping, what do you call that? Kore. In Urdu we say. How many times? Allah is like, ooh. We have sent verses down to you people clarifying the right path. Huh? Now, you know, I was O level. I was I was learning Western knowledge, education, getting clarifying the right path, examples of those who passed away before you, and advice for those who are mindful. We have certainly sent down to you distinct verses. What's the punishment for those who compel these slave girls? So I didn't think like you have to search somewhere else. I thought that God would bring the punishment here. Mention the punishment for those who compel slave girls into prostitution, force them. Please mention the punishment here. No punishment. You mean I have to go to Surah Nur ayat? Or I have to go to another ayat where it says, those who war against Allah and the Messenger and do mischief on corruption in land. So that's what Muslims use for rape or compelling someone into prostitution. Perhaps the Muslims would even punish the prostitutes. No, but that's because they wish to prostitute themselves. And we have certainly sent down to you distinct verses. Rulings and ordinances, in particular those in the surah. So then maybe in the hadith they have a punishment for this who compelled these poor slave girls into prostitution. That's too much. I mean, immediately God should have put a punishment. Yes, God is, no, you have, since there's no error, you have made no mistake. I mean, yeah, because there's no compulsion, right? Sorry, there is compulsion here, force here. Oh my God. So, okay, I think here I started to have my doubts. Like, no, I left it. I would forget, of course, but from this ayat, like, who could tell me? So I left it. Now I know that even the Shias I cannot rely on. So, very bad. How he did it, cleaning up Makkah, politics, killing, and taking over Yathrib. Ooh, this Muhammad, he took over Yathrib, made it Medina, expelled. On what pretext? What is it? On what pretense he expelled those Yathrib people? And you took it, you Muslims. Even now, some of you come here. You took it. And Shias, let me remind you, those who agree knowingly, right? Because even if emotional bias, prejudice, interest is in this, and so many evidences I've given you. If you still defend this rapist, this tyrant, this pimp, king of pimps, what will happen to you? You'll be a part of it because you enjoy having laundrias and this. You are part of this. What's stealing, cutting hands? That's not right, the punishment for that. Read Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. What if he had his hands cut off? No matter how small the amount is, hands cut off. That's what this stupid religion says. Punishments are terrible. Please. I'm not a good talker, so no one to help me. I'm struggling, and I wish I could speak quickly like Dr. David would, fast. Remember all the ayats, numbers, this, that. I'm not a debater also, so I don't debate. I don't agree to the debates that Dr. David Wood has. I don't agree to everything of theirs, their way, but I do agree to, like, for example, when Khalid Kamal takes out a video on Islam telling us what the true story was, backing it with the life story of Prophet Muhammad and things like that. Very good videos. I agree with that. Some things I don't agree to. I don't know how to talk. Like, what is this? This is a mess. Please, I've shown you. And yet there are Muslims. It's really frightening. It's like the horrors, evils. It's like saying that the rapist did the right thing. Right? I'm sure you don't believe that this is the best religion. By now, so you come here, Steve Wings, just to harass people. What kind, the example you've set for sickening Muslims. hate this. I hate it. So terrible. Can't you see? How much can I show you? My God. So how did it happen? She asked. Oh, and if I show you Saifa Sajadia. Oh my God. Ouch. I'm really scared that I don't want people to suffer. Oh God, true God. Put an end to this now. These cult leaders, these devils, the Jalakanti. What the Christians say is he absolutely fits an anti-Christ, and he's the one of the, like, the John. He's the one. Oh my God. I hope this never happens again. What Prophet Muhammad did in Yathrib and in Makkah. So I wish I could tell also Steve, this chicken wing Steve and all this what he's saying. Oh God. Messiah Dajjal, the deceitful Messiah. So don't see, Mehdi could come from his progeny. Even in the Sunni Hadiths it says that he will be from Prophet Muhammad's progeny. Mehdi. So this is terrible. Please see. Read Jiddu Krishnamurti. Now there are free YouTube on YouTube. Don't let this Masih, this Mahdi, get to you. Even if he tells you, like, he said, oh God, this is terrible. Oh, people of Yathrib. Oh God, we have no place to stand. Oh, you know what is haram? No, I tell you, it's better you are gay, lesbian, go out naked. What's the use of covering yourself from the outside? I tell you, in London, you will not get molested. Like I feel I get molested here when these Muslims come. What else is there? Oh my God, this is so terrible. What a evil man. Evil. So I was like, I don't think I can take this anymore. But I have to, let's see if I can save any Muslim and help for myself. Hello, whatever's in the heavens and whatever is on the earth exalts Allah, and He is exalted in mighty ways. Well, even the polytheists would say this, because they said every good thing comes from Allah. The bad that has come to us is from you. They were right. Yathrib people have nowhere to stand now. Where would they have any evicted here? And then there, the tafsirs about perhaps that battle of Uhud. Wow. I tell you, dance. Here, your heart. Let that be clean. It is He who expelled. Who? Who He? Allah. Expelled the ones? Really? Yes. That's okay. And who did He help? Yeah, Allah. Allah, are you coming to help us in our hearts from their homes after the first? He knows how to attack these people in their hearts, cast terror. I see. Allah expelled you people. Ah, how did He do that? Send angels? Referring to Jews of Banu Nadir who broke their pact with the Messenger of Allah. Broke the pact. Just that they didn't listen to Him. You will see. And their homes at the first gathering, even if they didn't listen, it's like breaking the pact. You know, you don't obey this messenger, you break a pact. What? Oh, yeah, I have to look at the whole tafsir about this. Oh, yes, Salahuddin said that they also, like, they attempted assassination on him. So, Prophet Muhammad, oh, they came to kill me. There was some rock somewhere. It missed me. Jibril came and told me. So, yes, I see. Jibril came and told you that this rock was thrown at you to kill you, but it missed you. From their homes at the first gathering, you did not think they would leave, and they thought that their fortresses would protect them from Allah. But the decree of Allah came upon them from where they had not expected. Where? Unexpectedly assaulted, and He cast terror into their hearts. So they destroyed their houses by their own hands. I tell you, it's one of the. He's using a devil and saying it's Allah. Oh my God. No, he should. Hello, Shias. He should leave Yathrib, right? Souls taking the dead. No, angels taking the souls. What am I saying? They say, how are you? Baba, we were oppressed. There was vast land. Allah, to go to. Like, the land is vast. Earth is vast. Go to some other place. Preach your religion somewhere else. Leave Makkah. Don't go to Medina, or don't go to Yathrib. Don't go to Yathrib. This is one devil. And if not that Allah decreed for them evacuation, He would have punished them in this world. And for them in the hereafter is the punishment of the burning. Of fire. Sorry, excuse me. And Allah, just don't scare my people. You would have died like Maria, what's her name? Ibn Marwan? He would have killed you, torn you apart. That is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. What's her name? I've forgotten, sorry. And whoever opposes Allah, then indeed Allah is severe in penalty. That is because they opposed Allah, opposed. They set themselves against God and His Messenger. That's because they said, it doesn't say about assassination or anything. Quran only, and no, ayat says, in detail we have explained. Why can't you see that what the tafsir say? Come on, Fatima was getting Fadak and all, so a great land of, and he's such a greedy person. Take alms out of their wealth for them and pray for them. And for counseling, also give some money. Counseling with them. So we thought he meant give charity to someone, a poor, needy person. We didn't think that what. Anyways, maybe he took consultation. Because, he's shy. So now don't come. Just when you are invited, don't stay over. Don't stay over. Maybe even pay him. Yes. Oh, please, Shias, if Imam Mahdi comes, and he might come, I think the shaitan, the big shaitan, I know what I'd do in front of Imam Mahdi. I'll just stare from the front. Stare. The righteous, pious dress is please set yourselves free for consultation. I caught Imam Jafar Sadiq. Oh, why did Jafar Sadiq, I caught him by reading that book of his again online. That they've stolen it from the Greeks and all. Please see this. And they are so terrible. For consultation, take with him, take money out. Give money, honey. My English is going weird. Even worse. Help. Why did Quran, Surah Al-Mujadila 12, Muhammad used to charge money? Muhammad, a prophet, never asked for financial benefits for preaching, message, or consultation. Say, O Prophet, no reward do I ask of you for this message. That's true. Oh, that's true, Cora. That's true. Thank you. But you know how beautiful they made it. First of all, they're saying no. Oh, yes, I know why. Why did Quran say? I know what the Shias will tell you, and I know what the Sunnis will tell you. This consultation for consulting him. But if you can't, then pay up your private consultation fees. Take alms out of the wealth. Where's that Quran ayat? Where's the concept? The Quran encourages Muslims to decide their affairs in consultation. No. When you consult this messenger, consultation, when you consult. So it's very beautiful. I'll show you how beautiful it is to consult the Prophet Muhammad, messenger of Allah. Pay alms. These are alms. These are not mangoes. Yani, I don't mean alms in Urdu or Hindi. When you privately consult the messenger, then offer between hands your private charity. This, yeah, yes. So what could I do? I couldn't ask any Arab Muslim. I was scared. So I listened to Christian Prince, and he said like this: you're supposed to tax, pay arms tax on this also, arms tax, and obey Allah and His Messenger. No. Okay, this 5812. 5812. Sorry. No. 5812. Sorry. 5812. This is really made like you consult the messenger. Believers, when you come to the messenger for private consultation, offer some charity before your consultation with them. Offer charity to whom? Charity, we're told, is forbidden to Ali Muhammad. So it's forbidden to Muhammad also, right? So I thought they've made it so beautiful, I tell you. It's like you pay, before going to him, you pay like a poor, needy person something. Oh, you have believed. When you wish to privately consult the messenger, present before your consultation a charity. Oh, meaning give him the charity. Yes, it's for Allah and the messenger. Oh, so on your own, like, no, you stupid. How stupid have you been? Oh, maid, where's it? I hope I don't drop anything. The tree. Oh, here it is. Thank God I put it. Oh, you mean to say Zara? Now, what do I call my other split? Hello? Christian Prince was right. He's an Arab. At least this much I must say, that he is a true person against Islam. Oh, he's truly present before your consultation a charity to whom? It doesn't say to whom, Zara, again. It means you, all the spoils of war, he collects it. And he's showing that actually this charity will go to some poor person. When, or in the beginning, this is a contradiction. Oh, like, okay, I found another contradiction. You know, like, Cora, thank you. So, you you shouldn't be paying anything. Because for this message, but doesn't it say if you can afford to? Sorry, what's this? Mistake. But if you don't, but if you find not the means, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. But if you find the means, yeah, there's very, so how beautifully put, right? Do you see this? I tell you, this, I need to expose this cult, this evil man. Believers, when you're told, make room for one another in your assemblies, then make room. Allah will bestow amplitude on you. And when it is said rise up, then rise up. Abdurrahman bin Zayd bin Aslam has stated that the people used to prolong They're sitting in the Prophet's assemblies and try to sit till the end. This caused him inconvenience and discomfort, as well as hindrance in his daily course. So why do the Arabs have like a long prayers? It causes inconvenience to your Prophet? Really, you wouldn't. This caused him inconvenience and discomfort. What a Prophet! Go, I don't need you. As well as hindrance in his daily chores. Chores or chores, what is it? At this, Allah sent down His command, teaching the people the etiquettes. Etiquette. See how etiquettes have come. Oh, these Jahil, Jat. Let me talk in little Urdu Sindhi thing. Jahil, Jat people didn't know how to make a room in the assembly. And when you are told rise and leave, oh, you mean, I thought this rising meant rise up for Allah. Rise up. Oh, when it is said rise up, then rise up. Allah will raise to high ranks those of you who believe that, because hello Sunnis, those of you who believe and are endowed with knowledge. So now we've come to another part. 11. 58:11. What do the Shia say about this rising up? Oh no. Shias, I have to help. If one of you I can drag out every day. 58. I'll forget, so 58 what? Holiday for what? Sinaya. Tawbah, what is this? So I say Tawbah. That's Islam, Muslim word. God help me. For those of you who put the wives by lightning. No, this I've done, put away the ones. Opposition to Allah. Surely those who act in opposition to Allah and His Messenger shall be laid down prostrate, as those before them were laid down prostrate. And indeed we have revealed clear, this is a scary man I've ever met. I haven't met, thank God, on the day when Allah will raise up all together. Inform them, laid down prone. Do you not see that Allah knows whatever is in? Laid down on the faces, and then your faces will be flipping, burning in hell if you disobey Allah and the Messenger. Do you not see that Allah knows? No. Oh. So what is that verse quickly? 11 and 12. Oh, you believe when it is said to you, make room in your assemblies for those who have been granted knowledge. The Holy Prophet said a scholar is superior to a martyr. The superiority of a scholar over other men is like my superiority over all the... No, thank you. Imam Jafar Sadiq said, the ink a scholar uses right superior blood, and has been proved. Commentary of Al and Holy Prophet Ali Fatima and 11 holy Imams in their progeny are the fountainheads of knowledge and wisdom. So, what does it mean by when you have to rise, purified, infinite wisdom? The Holy Prophet said, I'm the city which, Yathrib, Medina became. And Ali is the gate. Umar bin Khattab used to say after receiving guidance from Ali to solve intricate issues, had Ali been not there, Umar would have perished. Yeah, Ali and Umar would have perished. How come Edipuya says Allah exalts some other over other on account of merit? It is neither an arbitrary action nor it is due to worldly possessions. Oh, you mean to say that if you rise, what does this mean? Oh, you believers that make room, then make room, ample room. Allah will give you ample. And when it is said rise, then rise up. Oh, you mean to say in Salah, namaz. What does this mean? Oh, you believe. When you consult the messenger, then offer something in charity before your consultation. In the presence of the Holy Prophet, all instruction. Free. Oh, or consultations are open and free, but there were many men among his companions, again blaming his companions, who could only be satisfied by a private interview. In order to display the false dignity, I have started to loathe this religion to no end. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. Yuck, I feel like throwing up. Selfishness, monopolized so thus to discourage them. See, in order to I knew this Shia. I knew they would say this weaknesses. It was therefore decided that they should spend. I feel sick. That's because it is a lie. In church, see how they've been. Oh, I feel sick. For the good of the poor brothers, before availing the facility. What's up, Doc? What's up? I tell you, up is good, down is bad. The word sadaqah makes it clear that neither the Holy Prophet nor the Ahlul Bayt could be benefited, as it is forbidden to them. Right? Yes. Oh, it makes me sick now that when I come across these false dignity. So look how beautiful. Look how these I feel sick. I can't take it anymore. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Good evening. Uh, whoever you are. Need to go now. Sorry, I can't read your name. God bless you. Oh my God. Sick. Do you fear that you will not be able to give in charity before your consultation? So when you do not do it, Allah has turned to you mercifully. Then keep up prayer and pay the poor rate and obey Allah and His Messenger. Have you not seen? He couldn't help but Zainab and Josh and Zed's wedding. What are you going to consult him for? Don't waste your time consulting him. He was a terrible marriage counselor. You won't get anything from these people but bad. What the Palti said, what came in the Quran ayat is true. These verses. So how did he cut these hips? You see here the Jews again and the disbelievers, hypocrites who pretended to be believers but were in league with the disbelievers and the Jews. All these people were united. How did he scatter them about and kill them? Perhaps I think he was I don't know. I just see like flashes or office, like in that. They make their oaths to serve as a comfort. Allah is prepared for them severe. I feel sick. Okay, thank you very much. I can't take this. Yeah, but I want, like, of course, the Muslims will say that it's such a beautiful religion to discourage those terrible, terrible people who would want to have a private interview with them. Consultation. No, private interview. Oh my God. Even like for yourself, you go privately, you have a private problem, you go privately to him. That they don't mention. Oh, I know. Decided that they should spend something in charity for the good of their poorer brothers. They're giving it to the brothers. So, can you see on one hand how beautiful these are made? Oh God, excuse me. Aka Medipuya says these verses refer to the hypocrites. Unbelievable. How much of Arabia at that time did he make himself a true prophet of and establishes Medina, Mecca, right? And how he split them, the so-called hypocrites, and from the believers, and the disbelievers from Mecca, and the Jews, and Yathrib. Oh my God, this is mastermind. God help us from this shaitan. God help us. God help you. God help me too. God help every country, every leader, true leader, compassionate from this kind of a person. They're citizens. Oh, Yathrib, you have no place to stand. My voice is going faint. I have to go on my heart. I cannot take that. Thank you so much for the likes. Spread the word. Help, help, help. Thank you so much.